Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the Ultra Blotted Lips and Blotted Lips, and they are all in this box. I flipped my box inside out so that it looks like this instead of the typical white box that you normally receive. So I think I'm going to add this into the Try or Fry series since these are relatively new products to the brand. The Blotted Lips did make their premiere in the Alexis Ren collab, but the Ultra Blotted Lips is something new, and they did say that they used new lip technology to make that, so this will be a try or fry to see if these products are worth the money or worth trying out. The packaging for the Blotted Lips and Ultra Blotted Lips are slightly different this time around. You can see that they are completely white boxes, but they are kind of matte, and they have this glossy ColourPop label going all over the box, so it is kind of invisible except when you look under the light. And they no longer do the holographic labels any longer, so it's just this silver metallic foiled print, and on one end it says Lip Lip Hooray, and the other end will indicate the shade name. The Ultra Blotted Lips are in the same size as all the other Ultra Lips, so this is a comparison. And the tubes for the Ultra Blotted Lips are also in the same size. It's just that they made their label over here kind of big, so it looks smaller, but it's actually 3 grams of product inside here, and the Blotted Lips are 1 gram. So over here on the tubes, the labels are not in holographic print anymore, which is kind of sad because the holographic was really nice. I don't have all the colors of the Blotted Lips and Ultra Blotted Lips with me over here, but I think generally all of them are very wearable and they are very flattering on every skin tone. So now let's just jump right into the swatches, and I'll talk to you guys afterwards. So those were the swatches of all the colors that I have. I wasn't a huge fan of the Alexis Ren Blotted Lips because they were so hard to apply and they felt dry. Like, it kept tugging at my lips with hardly any color payoff, so it kind of went on patchy, and that is not cute. It accentuated my lip lines and made them look like prunes, so it was not very nice. The only color that I really liked is Deja Vu because it is my lips but better kind of color, and so that is very pretty and it suits a lot of people. Exotic and Lexi are the brighter colors, so if you do not apply them well, they will look blotchy and it can make your makeup look slipshod. So I didn't like that. They have sort of improved the formula on these new Blotted lips. Some of the colors went on very easily, like they just melted into my lips and application was very creamy and moisturizing. Well, the nude-ish shades generally perform much better. The bright colors and the dark one, Bee's Knees, On a Stick and Lolly, are where I had problems with how they applied and how they look like. So the bright ones, Bee's Knees and On a Stick, went on kind of blotchy. If you look closely, you can tell that it's not done very well. It isn't very even in terms of coverage, and they tend to highlight and stick onto my dry areas of my lips, so it's really not flattering. Lolly went on very patchy. It was kind of hard to fix it, like I had to rub my lips together and use my fingers to blend it out even more so that it looked more presentable for the video. But otherwise it was really horrible. Like, it kind of had a dark line on the outer rim and then it was so much sheerer on the inner part of my lips. So that was very weird, and I think I would not recommend the bright colors and the dark ones. I would say to just go for the nude colors. I mean, I personally never understood the popsicle lip look. Like, I find it very annoying on Korean beauty trends. It can make your lips look dry and chapped. So I have no idea why it's a thing in Korea. And I personally prefer a full opaque lip look, except if you're using a nude kind of color for that blotted effect. I think that is very nice. That is nice for a natural, no makeup kind of day. The blotted lips will transfer, but it is very minimal. Like, you can hardly tell that it transferred. The ultra blotted lips are like a sheer ultra matte lip, just that they are not as thick and not as heavy on the lips as the ultra mattes, and they do not accentuate your lip lines. So the application of this felt very soft and smooth, and because it's a medium coverage, it did go on streaky, but you will not notice it on the more nudish shades. But this dark ones and the bright ones, they are like low-key sheer liquid lipsticks. Now that it has dried down, it's not very obvious, but it is patchy. So if you do not like these sort of things to happen to you, then I would suggest staying away from the dark ones and the bright ones. Just go for the nude shades because those are, like the blotted lips, much easier to work with. These ultra blotted lips are transfer proof, and it is best to use an oil-based makeup remover to remove them. I tried using my Sephora Micellar Gel, but it was kind of hard. It's not impossible, but it is harder. These ultra blotted lips have a powdery kind of feel, so they will flake off if you rub your lips too much. I wore one of the colors called ZUMA out for a day, about 6 hours, and for like the most part of it, it wasn't drying, but towards the end it started flaking off because it was getting kind of dry and it started to highlight and cling on to my dry areas of my lips. So I bet you're wondering how reapplication would look like on these blotted lips. So I'm just going to remove a tiny bit on the inner parts of my lips because that is where you would be eating and most of the wear would come from. Okay, so I think it looks pretty uneven now, and I'm just going to go over it with the ultra blotted lip. I don't think this color is doing a very good job in layering. As you can see, it has kind of clumped up on this outer part of my lips. Yeah, so I think you will need to remove everything and put on a fresh coat if you are intending to reapply throughout the day. So overall, I would recommend the light and nude kind of shades because those are the kind of colors that would best work with this formula. And the dark ones, even though they are really pretty, it's just not worth it to have to deal with all this trouble. Well, but it is a blotted lip, and if blotted lips are your thing, then this is what you have to deal with. but for me, I'm sticking to my super pigmented matte liquid lipsticks. Alright, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thanks for tuning in with me, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye bye!